Hello, guys, and welcome to Reaction to the Schmoedown right here on Dedicated to Art. This will be a little bit of a different one, but still, it's the usual panel. I'm your host, Case Cornelissen, joined by Nico and Chris. And yeah, why is this one different? Well, this is part one of the live event that these guys went to see. I didn't, though, so these guys know the result. I don't, and that'll be interesting. Um, so initially, the plan was I'm going to react alone, but then um, Chris and Nico were like, you know what? We actually want to talk a little bit about the experience. So definitely they'll talk about how their time was in New York and how they enjoyed this match live. So yeah, I think that'll be an interesting dynamic added to this video. So guys, how was your weekend?
Whoo
Ooh,
boy.
lordy. In case you guys can't tell, like I'm still recovering. Like my voice is still kind of shot, but
That's
it was a blast. Plain and simple. It was a goddamn blast, and somehow, case we will figure out a way to get you to one of these events. We will do it.
I will one day have to figure out traveling arrangements and stuff, but I think I'll figure it out. Nico, how was your weekend?
Oh my God, this was better than the first New York trip I did earlier in the year, to be honest with you. And it's mostly just because like Brooklyn, I was struggling to get used to the New York environment, and also getting tourist trapped did not help the situation much. But this time it was just fun to be had every single night I was there, celebrating Janine's birthday after the Action Guys show. By the way, I accidentally went to the comedy show that took place before the Action Guys live, so I got to watch Judah Freelander, and that's always fun. He's from 30 Rock, if you don't know who that is. And then Friday, Christian Harloff makes his return to stand up right before Mark Ellis goes on stage, and that was
Well,
awesome too.
we'll definitely get more into this. I think on Who Cares Anyway on Friday.
But yeah, of course, this live event as well. This live event was fantastic. Getting to meet so many people that we've talked to on camera several times before. Guys like Dominic Rizzi and Corey Quinto, and the call to action people. So,
And we
um,
will definitely get more into that on Friday.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
And we're not going to react to it in this video, but I think we should mention that Antonio Chavez proposing to his girlfriend on stage. Like the moment they addressed his girlfriend in the audience, I was like, "We're getting a marriage proposal." I immediately put two and two together, and I was just like waiting for it and waiting for it. I was shuffling to record it on my phone, and then my iPhone said, "You have no storage space left," and I'm like,
But
"God
but
damn
luckily
it!"
but luckily for you, I was literally sitting right next to you, so I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take pictures, pick. So I got you, bro. I got you.
Thank you, thank you.
Good stuff. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. Um, Speaking of fun, I need to see how much fun this was, how this all panned out, and I'm looking forward to it. So we're gonna play on this video in three, two, one, play.
Never
Oh,
forget,
how's it
case
going,
on your
Mark? Nice to see
bracket
you.
you had you
So,
have
and look, you
or
look
I
at
forgot
that.
who do you have on your
Build
bracket?
up
I
along
I forgot.
the Ultimate
My
Schmoedown,
bracket
the
is
singles
busted as
tournament
per
that
Friday
built
Oh,
this
never mind.
because
division in general.
what the
From
fuck
the
happened
2019
there?
season one, when Mark Riley won the first
I
tournament
told
ever.
you, don't count out
And here we
Stacy.
are now. That's right, Mark Riley won it. And here we are now in
Stacey just hasn't been the best
2019,
in
and the
singles,
singles
but then
tournament
again,
has
Riley
just
hasn't
the
either.
entire league
So
has just
what was I
developed
thinking?
and evolved, and now you have players like Ethan Erwin and Haleigh Foutch, and it's just always this brand new, exciting thing. And let me look where we are tonight to be able to do this here. It's amazing. It's been incredible to see the matriculation of the Schmoedown live, and you're right, the singles, it is heated up to such a degree, and I guess we can no longer call Antonio and Michelle singles, but Ken
Ah,
Knapsack
Nice.
just agreed to MC your wedding, by the way. I just spoke to him backstage. This is an exciting matchup
Ken
for me
wasn't
because it
there.
really is two similar styles going at each other.
Aw.
Because Haleigh and Ethan, they both seem very cool, very calm, very collected. It doesn't look like a lot rattles them. I was talking to both them backstage. They're relaxed, they're ready to go,
just
they're
want my
excited,
book
but they
signed.
are not panicking. No, they're not panicking because they're both
We can get it
pros.
signed in
Even though
December.
Haleigh maybe
Yes, we can.
There will be there'll
career-wise
always
was
be a
far.
next
They both
time.
debuted last year, but Ethan just had a big run and, of course, won the singles tournament last year. But the upset. The upset has happened many times in these tournaments, and the upset just happened this past Friday when Stacey Howard defeated Mark Riley. I mean, we just talked about Riley already.
Busted a lot of brackets out there.
Yeah, a lot of brackets. A lot of brackets are done. This guy's like, I'm done. So this is something that don't count out Foutch because she knows a lot.
She had a very impressive debut.
She hosts the Witching Hour with Perry Nemiroff. She knows a lot about movies.
Let's see, where are you guys?
Literally, the camera was pointed, like, here's where the camera is pointed at. This is where we are.
Yeah.
Just out of frame.
I mean, look, I heard Ethan Erwin backstage. He was on the phone with Big Time.
So you'll see us when people are walking out.
Ethan Erwin, he's a producer to the stars. He's throwing around A-listers right in Haleigh's ear. Haleigh is just sitting there. Ethan's on the
considering
phone.
Nico's
Ethan,
Me Too moment.
The amount of times that we reacted to Nico in New York at the last
tale of the tape is as follows. Haleigh Foutch, great at
I
horror
picked a good
movies
seat.
and really good at
Yes, you
partying
did.
and Sea Caucus with
Like
me
right in the
until
fucking
4
front.
a.m. last night. New Jersey.
That's right.
Boy.
And Ethan Erwin.
We had like 6 of us in a small hotel room. It was a lot of fun. Ethan Erwin, he is fantastic at action movies, at dramas, and loving
We got to
the
talk to
Ninja
Ethan
Turtles
backstage
films, as
before
we
he
all
went out.
should.
We did?
He knows the secret of the ooze, Christian.
And
All right, so
what did he
with
say?
that being said, Mark, you ready?
He's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
Then,
I'm
ladies
just
and gentlemen, it's time for the
movie trivia
Schmoedown.
Wow.
Introducing first. Scroll. Representing the Scream Queens with a record of 0 wins, 1 defeat. She is Haleigh the Firestarter Foutch.
Here comes Haleigh.
Here's Haleigh.
A standing O from the crowd, Christian.
She's coming down the aisle.
They are pumped to see Haleigh.
Oh, there's me with the sign.
Yep.
Flashing the sign of the horn. She's ready to rock.
The fans have really taken to Haleigh, though, too, Mark. She's a lovable character, but also they know what the knowledge.
Oh, that's
There's
right.
Kyle.
Yeah, there's Kyle.
Get a big win here tonight.
Sorry, I forgot. I had to sneak down there in between competitors because I was in the bathroom
Haleigh Foutch
Oh.
and getting water.
is here, setting up, ready for the biggest match, I think, so far in her career.
Biggest match in her career. She's playing live against somebody who has been there before, but Haleigh does not look panicked. Haleigh, you feeling all right?
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
Yeah, we are.
And her opponent,
God, I love this
representing
Turtles music.
the Time Machine, with a record of 7 wins, 3 defeats, and 3 knockouts, led to the ring by his teammate, Janine the Machine.
Jay.
He is the 2018
Unfortunately, he couldn't make it.
Rookie of the Year,
Nah.
2018 Singles Player of the Year, and the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World, Ethan Big Time Erwin. There's Big Time. Last time Big Time was here was the beginning of.
All right, let's watch Nico do probably the most embarrassing thing in his career.
Oh dear.
Yeah. This is a dumb. This is a dumb thing to do on my part if the camera actually picked it up.
Yeah.
After already winning a live event here earlier in the season.
I love the team that.
Oh.
And oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Janine the Machine.
Okay.
And for the record, we talked afterwards and she was cool about it, but yeah, I was like, oh god, I accidentally groped it. Oh no.
His teammates.
Someone call me too.
Janine the Machine hitting the stage too.
That's right.
I apologize, comment section.
It was the New York event where we saw the fans. Janine went from boos to cheers.
Yeah,
That's
you're
not
right.
even a hashtag, man. You forgot a line.
All right, so Ethan Erwin, Janine saying her goodbyes. A nice round of applause there.
Now,
And
God,
Ethan
I'm
Erwin
sorry.
sits
it goes
down.
for both you and for me.
We have a marker fumble. Ethan has fumbled the marker. Is that going to cost him
Bad
in
sign.
round number
It's
one?
a bad sign, Mark. All right.
Hi, everybody.
All right, so Mark, the competitors have sat down. Tell the audience here and the audience watching on the
All
live
right, I
stream.
just realized,
How does
if
round one work?
Ethan
Without aid of a
loses to
teleprompter,
Fouch,
I will
then
attempt to read the
Ethan
rules
in
of
live
round
shows
number
in
one
New
while
York,
Christian attempts to stay
it's
awake
not a good
during said
combination.
bull reading. This
One
is a
cup of coffee.
three-round match in round number one. The competitors are going to
I mean,
hear 8
you wouldn't be
questions from
wrong.
8 different corners of
Okay,
But are you
so
wrong?
with round one right now, these two guys have heard these questions officially, but they might not remember it, so they're playing along anyway. I have not heard the question period, so only my score counts.
I don't think I knew any of the answers live anyway, so.
I just remember in the moment I was playing alongside Dom Rizzi on, because I had Nico on my right side, Dom Rizzi on my left.
He might have said it. The honest answer was, I don't know where I was. So you have 15 seconds also to answer the question. So, Mark, I think you're ready.
The way I see it, if my match with Dollface has anything to say, I need
Always
training.
closing.
Then let's get ready
To Schmoedown!
Here we go. Round
Here we
number
go.
one. Question number one lands in the realm of fantasy sci-fi. Who directed the 2017 film Valerian and the City of a Thousand
Oh,
Planets?
okay, now I remember. Yeah.
You ever catch that flick?
1,000 Planets?
Yeah, it's a lot of planets. Is it really?
Fine movie, I guess.
Our company gets sent Blu-rays.
I
and
quite,
Interesting one.
I quite like
Never
it,
watched
but
it.
it has
5,
problems.
4,
I like Cara
Three.
Delevingne. That's all I'll say.
I don't.
1. We start
Luc
Besson.
Besson.
with
Oh, I
Ethan.
screwed up his last name.
Besson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Haley.
Didn't have it.
Didn't have it.
Damn
Okay,
it.
Ethan goes up 1-0 here. Okay.
All right, we move on to movies that came out in the 90s. This could be the 1990s or the 1890s. Your question.
Unlikely.
What is the title of the 1991 sequel to Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Okay, I remember this one too.
What your favorite
And I will not screw up the title this time.
The movies? The first one.
You guys get 69, dude.
Giggity.
Hey,
It's a position that adults will engage in when they really love you.
I haven't seen any of these movies,
This?
so I don't know.
1. Pens down.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Haley.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey?
Yes. Ethan.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Yes. Okay. Next question. Dramas. Which
Drama for your mama.
1980s drama stars William Hurt, Albert Brooks, and Holly Hunter? William Hurt, Albert Brooks, and Holly Hunter.
Case is just like, screw this.
Very funny comedian. I gotta ask you in front of these people, how was last night? You did your first set in a decade. How did it feel up
It
there?
was good.
Pollos con pollo.
A lot of fun.
Café con leche.
The kid has not lost
Rice
a
with
fastball, I'll
chicken.
tell you that much.
4,
Cookies and milk.
3. Blew out my back though. 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Ethan Erwin.
broadcast news.
Broadcast news.
Yes, Haley.
Nope.
Didn't have it. Okay, Ethan goes up 3-1 here.
All right.
Fun fact, Dom Rizzi almost said the answer out
I'm
loud.
getting behind Haley here.
We move
Oh.
on to the world of comic book
He held
movies.
back.
Comic book movies and your question. Warren Beatty directed and starred in what 1990 comic adaptation?
Oh, shit.
These questions thus far. I like the fact that I
This
said
movie's
Very
underrated.
nice of you.
What was the answer?
Yeah,
What was the
thus
answer?
is
What
like
was the
how
answer?
fancy people say this.
doesn't work all the way.
And
5.
thus,
I have to guess. I have no clue.
3,
Nope, not pulling it.
1. Pens
Dick
down.
Tracy.
Haley?
The Phantom?
No, Ethan.
Yeah.
Dick Tracy.
Yes.
Dick
Ethan
Tracy.
going up 4-1 here. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Action adventure.
Oh, I just heard Nico.
Question 5. Action adventure in Tron Legacy. Who plays a fearless warrior named?
Okay, so I screwed this up
All right, so
in
if Dick
the
Tracy
live event, but I
and
now
Anthony
realize what the answer was.
went to
I got my actresses mixed up here.
Who wins?
Oh yeah,
guys,
because you
got-
say it
got
was
Dick or you got man?
I thought it was Jessica
Dick.
Biel,
5.
but the
Oh, yeah.
actual answer
4.
was,
3,
you'll see on my board,
2.
Olivia
Pens
Wilde.
down. Ethan.
director of Booksmart, Olivia Wilde.
Yes. And Haley.
Olivia
That's
Wilde.
There we go.
very easy.
That is a great
There
movie.
we go.
It was the bangs, I think, that got me
Excuse me,
confused. I was
5-2,
like,
5-2.
has Jessica Biel had bangs
All
before?
right,
And-
your next question
Yes.
comes in the wild, wacky world of comedies.
Ah,
It's catching on.
ah.
It's the
catching
best
on.
laugh either one of us got.
Yeah.
All right, and your question in the world of
All
comedy.
right.
Who
Christian
played
hates
so much.
himself
Scott
so much for
Evil
that.
in the Austin Powers
Oh.
film?
Now this one I knew immediately.
Reaction from over here.
That's like the one.
Well, yeah, it's it's Toto from the Clone Wars, the droid.
And 5.
Yeah,
And the voice of everything in Robot Chicken.
Chris Griffin.
1. Haley.
Seth
Yes,
Green.
Seth Green.
Yes. And Ethan.
Seth Green.
Seth Green. Ethan has not missed yet.
Working on a perfect round. He's 2 questions away from having a bonus question.
Oh, and he voices the lizard
Number 7,
caretaker in an episode of Star Wars Rebels.
thriller.
Yes.
He does.
Yes.
He does.
Which-
And Ezra pushes him into a
which
furnace,
David
correct?
Fincher directed
Yes.
thriller involves a main character who has the nickname.
I love this movie.
It's a great
And
movie.
Curse
the
you,
thing is, it's my-
Fincher.
It's got to start
It's one of my girlfriend's favorite movies, so of course I have to know this.
Sleeping.
God
No?
damn it, Fincher.
Christian.
Yeah, Sleeping Christian. Doesn't start with a
It's
K.
not your best work.
It's true.
What the
5,
hell?
4,
Character
Ethan-
name is Amy.
Ethan
Amy
was on
2,
point tonight with
1.
the jokes.
Ethan?
Gone Girl.
It's
Gone Girl.
incorrect. No, I'm see. That's all right. That's all right. And Haley.
Gone Girl.
Yes.
Actually, Oscar nominated for her performance.
All right.
Yes.
Rosamund.
Last question
Rosamund
here now
Pike.
for Ethan. If Ethan gets this one right, he does have a perfect round, and only he will get the bonus question.
If he gets this question right in the world of animated movies. Haley, Ethan, the question is, what Disney animated film features such characters as the March
Oh.
Hare, the Dormouse, the Walrus, and the Carpenter?
Okay, I remember this now.
And a gasp goes over to
Ethan looks,
we have some
Ethan looks
I want to quote William Viviani on this one.
And Case, you saw this movie recently, did you not?
Well, I saw the remake.
4,
Crap!
3,
Then Shit.
1.
Alice in
Haley?
Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
No, and Ethan.
Wait, what
Oh.
did you?
Fantasia? No.
Looking
What
for
did you have on the
Alice in
board?
Wonderland.
Pinocchio.
Wow,
My
so
bad.
Ethan misses out on
I-
the round, but
I-
it's only
I
3
don't
points.
like
That's
either
only
version of
3
Alice
points
in
going into
Wonderland,
round number
so
2. And
fuck
you know
that.
what's funny? What I forgot to mention here too.
What
before
did
we
you
went,
forget to mention up
Something
top?
that I wanted to.
I
tell you
love
guys.
how
Yeah,
we
something I
said,
wanted to
Grace,
see
you saw this
because
movie,
these
that he's
people
like,
that
shit.
are leading the main event here tonight. Let me have round of booze. Who are the biggest?
Yeah, I
winners?
saw the terrible remake. I was quite drunk.
Is it
And
Paul
okay, so
Oyama?
enjoy this. Enjoy this
Here
one.
comes a great joke.
Or is it the digital wheel?
What the hell?
Ladies and gentlemen, making his return to the ring, the digital
Oh,
wheel.
dear.
And it is round number 2. Mark, how does it work?
You know, on Movie Talk, we used to have the drunk sidebar. This is just, we'll just call it the drunk wheel. That's pretty much what it is. The digital wheel is in effect. This is the wheel round because it is round number 2. Each competitor gets a spin at the
Oh,
digital
just
wheel,
you
so it will
wait,
be a
my friend.
metaphorical spin.
Yes,
Your
yes, you
spin
wait.
will land on a category. Once you settle on your category, you're going to
Oh,
get
with
asked
the
4
wheel?
questions in that genre. Each question is worth 2 points.
You'll see.
No penalty for
From a
missing
certain
question.
point of view.
However, stealing is available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer,
Can't
you
wait.
can ask us multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to a mere.
Well, I got good news.
What
for-
is your
for the-
good
for
news?
the crowd?
What?
Apparently, the digital wheel did not make its way to New York.
The digital wheel's out drinking.
Yeah, so what they're gonna have to do, I guess we're going back old school here.
How do we do old school?
We're gonna go straight up out of the hat, ladies and
Out of the
gentlemen.
hat?
Straight up out of the hat to pick out the categories. That's what happened.
What?
Okay.
This is what I was
That's
just
a
informed
callback
not 2
for you.
seconds ago that
Can I make a prediction right now?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 80% chance that the hat that they pull the names out of is going to be a Yankees hat. I'm
Well,
guessing
It
it's a
has to
Yankees
kind
hat.
of be.
we'll find out.
Look, I actually
We'll
Yankees
find
or the
out.
Mets.
I'm not saying my affiliation one way or the other.
I got
All
that
right,
reference
so
right.
I'm
I'm
just being
European
smart
and I
about
got that
this.
reference
So
right.
we're
I'm
just
proud of
waiting
myself
for,
for
I
that.
guess
Congratulations.
This is what you call stalling for time, Christian.
Yeah, it's good. It's true.
We're buying ourselves. You want to do your comedy set from last night?
I'm all right, but what we did see though in
Dude,
that
start
first
with the
round
first joke.
was what we saw in the first round.
Can we
was that-
redo round 1?
Redo it over? Round one, we did see Haleigh come back from the game. Ethan Erwin starts off strong with 7 points, and once again, it's the animated that gets him. But sorry, Ethan, keep bringing that up.
No, it's 100% accurate.
Categories here, because I can see what the categories
Wendy,
are.
John, and
You
Michael.
can't yet, but I can see them. And I think that Haleigh's got a couple real strengths on here.
Right.
And it all comes down to a spin of the wheel, or in this case, a pick of the hat. And you're going to get 4 questions, and particularly if Haleigh can get a lead up on Ethan Erwin. So then the question, because Ethan is going to have the choice here, is he going to answer his
I feel like Han
first,
Solo
or
on
will he
that call
defer
with the
to
Imperial
Haleigh
officer
Foutch? I think
in
that
the
could
Death Star.
impact how
No,
the
we're
questions are
fine.
answered,
How are
because
you?
It is really tough. If somebody gets that
We're
high
setting the
up
squad
on
up.
you, it's tough to come back from.
Negative. We got a reactor leak. Oh shit! Hold on. Sorry. Okay. For a second, for some case, I thought you were gonna go with the other option of that.
Someone like Ethan Erwin can get this, and then it could be all over. So
How are
we
you?
are waiting here. Look, here we go.
How
So
are you?
there's
I've been better.
Well, you want to talk about it?
Oh,
here we go.
Pick it.
All right, so because Ethan Erwin, you are in the lead here. Would you like to pick first or second? Going back old
Question: Can I look at the categories before doing this?
school. You can pick out one.
Wait,
You can
is that
pick
top
out-
top
no,
plus
yeah, can
and
we-
top
yeah,
plus?
We can tell you. We can tell you what the categories
And
are.
your categories
Monsieur
are horror movies,
Christian
hit releases,
Louvel
action
Kaba.
adventure, Jodie Foster,
Yes.
90s movies, biopics, Tom Cruise, comedies,
There's like 4
fantasy,
in
sci-fi,
Palpatine.
and director.
Okay, great. I'll go first.
All right, so here's the first pick. Please, after you pick.
I started that Meryl Streep chant, by the way.
Yes, you did.
Oh God.
And you got.
I got fantasy sci-fi. I want to think on this for a
Take
second.
it.
Also, this is just a torn-up paper plate.
Take it.
Yes, it was.
Thinking on our toes.
I'll do it.
You're gonna
He's
go with
keeping
fantasy
fantasy
sci-fi.
sci-fi.
All right, fantasy sci-fi.
Now
it
take
is.
fantasy sci-fi out of the
Fantasy
hat so that
sci-fi
Foutch
it is.
can't
All right,
spin
here
it
we go,
again.
Ethan. 4 questions in the realm of fantasy sci-fi.
Please
All right.
write down your answers on a paper plate.
All right, here you go. In E.T., the extraterrestrial, what do Michael and Elliot dress E.T. up as on Halloween
goat.
to get him out of the house?
Yes.
I honestly thought it was Yoda, but then I remembered. Oh no, E.T.
No,
encounters a
Yoda.
person dressed as Yoda, and yeah, I screwed that up.
5, 4.
I haven't seen that movie in like 15 years.
Is it A, a goblin, B, a mummy, C, a ghost, D,
I
a witch?
don't remember the last time I saw it.
C.
Ghost
Just
is
remember
correct.
I'm not a big fan of it.
Got a point.
I was a big fan of it as a child, but I
Horrible
feel like if I
botanist.
watched it
Question
today,
number
I
2.
might not like it as
Scarlett
much.
Johansson stars in this
I saw it again in
2014
college and I didn't like
sci-fi
it.
film about an extraterrestrial who drives around Scotland, attempting to lure unsuspecting men into her van.
What does she do once they get there?
Well, once they're there, she seduces them and sends them into another dimension where they are nothing more than meat.
I'd take it.
What is the movie?
Under the Skin.
Yes.
Okay.
2 points for Ethan. And this is what we're talking about.
So basically
It's just
she
tough to
plays
look
a
up at that
succubus
scoreboard and see how big
slash
of a lead
vampire.
she's accumulating, although Haleigh will still have her 2 round.
She's a
question.
siren.
All right, here we go. So next question, question number 3.
Okay, yeah.
In King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, who plays Arthur's uncle and the tyrannical
Oh,
ruthless
Jude Law.
king of Britain, Vortigern?
Mhm.
Jude Law.
Yes.
That is
The
a
way
good
you
movie.
the way you said it into your
For your
microphone,
final
I thought you said
question,
"dude law."
Dude law.
Sorry to do this to you, buddy.
Oh boy.
In Disney's Maleficent,
Oh,
what is the name
Aurora.
of the princess played
Yep.
What's
by
this?
Elle Fanning?
It's Aurora.
Yes. 2 more points. All right.
That-
so Ethan,
that question
only
also
missed
drove
it.
Tom
Only
Rizzi up the
only
wall.
with multiple choice.
He was
So
just
Ethan
like,
gets
Why?
14,
What?
now it's 14-4.
That's
That's
asking that kind of
Will
question.
pick
That's super
her
freaking
categories.
easy.
You want to tell
yeah, it's not a 2-pointer, honestly.
Haley will read you the categories one more time if you want to hear what they are.
If you needed
You're all
multiple
right? All right,
choice,
Haley's
they'd just
okay.
give you a bunch of.
Good movie. I don't care what
And you
anyone
got
says.
I got Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise and
It's a big resume.
you're gonna,
Quite big,
all right, put
indeed.
it back
TC
in there.
Legend.
Throwing
Go
back
again.
Cruise.
All right, he's throwing it back,
Cruise is toast.
moving it around.
Unless she pulls Tom Cruise again.
I sure did.
Oh,
Hey, pulling Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
The power of Scientology
Like, how does
just
it happen?
rises to the top of the hat. Thank you.
Shout out, by the way, to Collider for doing their deep fake video with they had if Tom Cruise played Iron Man. Watch it if you haven't seen it. It's amazing.
okay.
It's pretty great.
I have not seen it yet.
Haley, Mr. Cruise been in a lot of movies, big resume as you said. You're going to hear 4 questions in his lineage. You know
Reaction
the
video idea?
first one. Who plays Danny Whitworth in the Tom Cruise film
Colin
Minority Report?
Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
2 points.
It's sometimes difficult when they just ask straight up character names from a movie. Then you need to remember what the character name was.
Right. Your next question. Who directed Tom Cruise in the war drama Lions for
No.
Lambs?
Christian, you know it? Who?
Let's do multiple choice.
We can do that. Is it A, George Clooney, B, Clint Eastwood,
Would be
C, Peter Berg, or
the
D, Robert
wonderful
Redford?
Robert Redford.
1 point for Haleigh.
That guy in the
Each one of these
Patriots
questions
jersey in
so
the
important.
audience, Canadian.
Positioning to get into round 3. Your next one. Tom
Damn
Cruise
Canucks.
stars in what 2001 Cameron Crowe film?
Vanilla frickin' Sky.
Oh, that's the one.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question, please.
I can do that. That's your first JTE rule. Tom Cruise stars in what 2001 Cameron Crowe film?
Jerry.
That is incorrect for a
That's a
2
few
point
years
steal.
off.
This could be huge. Ethan,
5
you have
years.
it.
Vanilla Sky.
2 points for Ethan. What
I was thinking,
a
like,
robbery that
Jerry
was.
Maguire's like
And
90s.
now we're looking at a very different kind of outcome here, Christian.
I just
because
want to point
if
out
a
that if
steal
not
does in
for
fact
Alice in
happen for
Wonderland,
2
Ethan
points,
would be
in Ethan
perfect
Erwin's
so
favor,
far.
That's going to
Yep.
be a knockout.
Right.
But hey,
Not
animated.
there yet.
It's
We
a
have a
killer
question.
steal.
To ask Haleigh, this is your last one. in the world of
Needs to go to the Sam Levine
And your
School of
question
Cramming.
for 2 points. In the film Risky Business, who plays the prostitute Lana?
Lana!
Rebecca
went with the
De
I know, but
Mornay.
just hit, so let's do multiple choice.
Let's do multiple choice. That's good math. Your questions have the following potential answers. Is it A, Rebecca De Mornay, B, Madeline Stowe, C, Demi Moore, or D, Leah Thompson?
Rebecca De Mornay.
All right.
1 point for Haleigh.
Stays alive.
And she is alive and well heading into round number
Barely.
3.
So
And
Ethan's got himself an 8-point
thi-
lead going
thi-
into
this
round number
match
3.
would
but
not
Haleigh
bust
fought
my
back,
bracket,
and
I
now
feel.
we get to round number 3. Mark, how does this go?
A hat is going to emerge. We're going to retire Thad Williams' hat for now, but we might bring that back in the championship match because what's this championship match better than a hat?
Worn by a
round
guy in a
number
Hawaiian
3,
shirt.
Each competitor
Love you,
is
Thad.
going to
Yep.
give us a series of numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to
He
21.
literally
Each number corresponds
wears
to a
the
different
exact
corner
same
of the
thing
research
every day of
Schmoedown
his
count.
life.
Now, the first question
Pretty
is
much.
worth 2 points. Your next one's worth 3
It's
points.
the
The last
choice.
one, if you make it that far, is worth 5 big points. There is no
He's like
stealing
Charlie
available
Brown.
in round number 3. There is no loss of points if
Peter
you get
Griffin.
an incorrect answer.
Any
Ethan,
cartoon
you
character.
enjoy an 8-point lead
Mhm.
over Haleigh currently. So, what 3 numbers from 1 to 20 feel lucky to you, Punk?
1, 7, and 17.
1, 7,
All
17.
odds.
Interesting.
And Haleigh.
Why not the 3?
3, 8.
Okay, so 3, 7, and 17 were picked.
12.
12, excuse me. 3, 8, and 12. Okay. All right, 3, 8, and
I
12. So
approve.
Haleigh Foutch will
I can never
go
escape
first,
the
trying to
action.
avoid the TKO here.
Can I?
No, you can-
She has
no, you cannot.
category number 3 for her first, which is comedy.
Ha!
All right, comedy. What is the name of the second film in the Vacation franchise?
National Lampoon.
Christmas Vacation?
European.
Oh, she needs to hit
Most
this.
beloved is Christmas.
Done.
No. So Haleigh needs.
We've arrived at the moment, Christian.
Yeah, Haleigh needs to
Needs
hit
to hit
this,
this
or
question.
Ethan will win via TKO. Haleigh chose category number 8 from the 2010s. Your 3-pointer. What 2013 drama stars Kate Blanchett, Sally Hawkins, and Alec Baldwin?
Blue
Jasmine?
Jasmine.
Yes, for 3 points. Haleigh keeps herself alive.
All right. Comes
right.
down to this 5-point question. If
She
she
needs
gets
to
it
tie it.
right, she will tie Ethan Erwin and force his hand. If she gets it wrong, Ethan Erwin is walking out of here with a win and will advance in the Ultimate Schmoedown.
All right, so Haleigh, you chose category 12.
I don't know how they cut it out, but there was a lot of cheering for Haleigh going on in this match, and we have not heard much of it in this recording.
In Toy Story 3, what was the name
Behind
of
the
daycare
scenes, look.
Woody, Buzz, and the gang are mistakenly dropped off at?
I'm right there with you, by the way.
Same.
Sunnyside. My least favorite type of eggs.
I was thinking sunshine something.
3.
Repeat the question.
In Toy Story 3, what was the name of the daycare that Woody, Buzz, and the gang...
Sunshine fun time something or other.
Worldwide prestige. Whatever the hell the name is in that
4.
dumb Adam McKay movie, Step Brothers. God damn you.
Repeat the question. For
In
good form,
Toy
I
Story-
It's just
in Toy Story
putting off
3,
the
what was
inevitable.
the name of the daycare that Woody, Buzz, and the gang are mistakenly dropped off at?
have literally no idea. Suntown Daycare.
Not a bad guess.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, Ethan Big Time Erwin.
What?
The answer, Haleigh, was Sunny Side.
Sunny
Wow.
side.
Sunny Side. Just missed it.
Oh,
Just
boy.
I almost said that, and then I was like, that's too close.
Sunny Side. Almost out of it. Ethan Erwin advances to the next round. He will play now.
Great match.
Either Bibiani
It was aight.
or Chance Ellison
Look, it was
who will
probably a lot
play
better in person,
in
but
Arizona.
as a
So now
spectator
Ethan
from
Erwin
home,
will
this was
find
aight.
himself against either Bibiani or Chance Ellison, whoever wins that
Yeah.
event in Arizona. Either way, he's got
Looking
very
back
good.
on it,
Haleigh fought
like,
really well. She had a
it's
tough
one thing
round
when you're
one,
seeing it
tough
in
round
person.
one, and then she
Yeah, that's a
fought back
completely
towards the
different
end.
thing,
But now we're gonna bring
because
out
we've
Emma
established
Fife,
that
who
with
is
several
here,
people who have
who
been
will
to
be
live
doing the
events, who
interviews
we've
with
talked
both
to,
Haleigh
that regardless
and
of the outcome of the
Ethan
match,
Erwin. All right,
the
take it
experience
away,
is just
Emma Fife.
everything. But
What's
yeah,
up,
as a
movie
spectator
trivia
from home,
Schmoedown
it's
fans? Haleigh Foutch, here you are. There she is, in the house.
what an outfit.
Indeed.
Ah,
As a Dutch person, I say I don't mind.
Haleigh.
Hmm.
That's nice.
That 5-point question, though. I mean, you were so close. I mean, that was like that was like a half Josh McCouga level guess right there. It was like so close, but not quite. Haleigh, how are you feeling after the match today? Not awesome. Like that was probably the worst I've played, but
Probably.
I am so afraid of crowds. So, like, I knew this was going to happen. Thank you. You guys are wonderful. But yes, I have extreme nerves. So, like, I missed, I think, 4 questions that I totally know. Luc Besson, I'd rather not discuss. But, like, I absolutely know that answer. So, yes, you're wonderful. You scared the heck out of me, guys. Yeah, and that last one, that's just
Competing
like,
on stage
always
is
go with your gut, 'cause I
definitely a
totally
thing.
was gonna say
It's a
something
different
like that,
animal.
and I
Yep.
just talked myself out of it. Always go with your gut.
Some people
So it
rise
happens
to the
go
occasion,
with the
others
best of
crumble.
us. Now, Haleigh, obviously that means that you are not going to be moving on in the singles tournament. However, I believe that you and Ethan are going to be facing off against one another
In
again,
teams?
plus
Yeah.
2 people in the teams
Ah.
tournament. Yeah, he's probably feeling pretty good about that right now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sorry,
I'm
Haleigh, but
excited
that'll be
for
another
the
loss
rematch.
then.
I will definitely be studying the heck out of animated movies over the next.
But it'll be
week.
in
However,
a
we'll
studio,
come
so
back.
she'll
But,
play better, at
I'm
least in
excited
her
about this.
own
Has
thinking.
honestly-
Wait,
That's-
Nico, are you honestly putting Haleigh over Janine?
I know that's true.
No,
But
I'm just
I also
saying
feel that
that
I
I'm just
learned
saying
a
that
lot throughout it.
Then I'm saying
think
it's going to
that-
be a knockout.
Read on- thank you.
No, it'll probably go to down.
every time
so
you make
nice.
those kinds of predictions,
I
they
just,
don't
like, so
play
I
out
really
that way.
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to use reverse psychology, okay? Just go with it.
Because I will be back in the studio.
Look, the match
But
between Scream
I
Queens
can't
and
wait for next year regardless,
Time
because I
Machine
feel,
will.
oddly, despite having terrible record this year, strong
I've got
That'll-
Time Machine winning. That is not up for
But
debate.
it'll
mean,
go to
absolutely.
round 3, and it will.
At
Both
the
teams
end
will
of
have
the
to answer
day, the
questions in round 3.
Schmoedown is a game, and so the more experience you get within it, the more you learn how to play the game, and you're obviously somebody that, you know, yeah, you're getting some losses, but you're taking all those losses in stride, and you're gonna take away what you learned from them and come back even stronger. absolutely the hope. And like you said, it should be a piece of cake to do this now back in the studio since, here you go. It's just you and 500 of your closest friends right here in New York City. Well, Haleigh, I will say that I'm glad to hear you say things like I'm really looking forward to next season and coming back really strong because it is evident that there is a lot of love for you here amongst the Movie Trivia Schmoedown community.
I love you guys too. Thank you so much. You're gonna actually make me cry.
Well, again, Haleigh, unfortunately, your journey ends here for the time being, but we will see her come back stronger, better, smarter, faster, all the positive adjectives.
Stronger, better, faster, harder.
I expect we will see some great things from you, Haleigh Foutch, in the future here in the Schmoedown. We're happy to have the likes of you in the league. But we will be back in just a moment with our victor.
I'm not sure if
Ethan
I had to
Erwin. Back
order
to you for
correctly,
now,
of
Mark and
course.
Christian.
There you go, Mark. Thank you to Emma Fife. And
Sunny side. It was
Sunny
right
side, it was
there.
right there.
Oh, God, it was right there. But you got to go with your gut. And these are just things that you learn the more you play in the Schmoedown. The sun will come out again tomorrow for Haleigh Foutch.
this is one of my. Yeah, it will. No, but it will because.
Really, Ellis?
Exactly
An
right.
Annie
Maybe
joke?
There's a certain type of player.
Just because
Sun will
you're
come out.
just because you're in New York.
Foutch is one of those players that
I see you.
comes up to me every time, and I can tell
I
you
see you.
I think it was her first defeat.
Yeah, you saw him last weekend in person.
Several times, yes.
Yes, we did.
When can I play in the singles? She wants to be a part of this.
We had a toast.
challenge.
We had beer
She
together.
knew that
We
this
toasted
was
and
a
everything.
struggle for her, but she
Yeah,
wanted to
keep
conquer
rubbing
that,
it
and
in
she
while
wanted to
you're-
play in a live event. She is someone. She's a rising star in this league, and I guarantee we see a lot more of Haleigh Foutch.
I
She
did,
knows
I
how
did.
to prepare. She
I know
knows
you
how
do.
to play a good game. But man, she ran into somebody who is rapidly building quite a career for themselves, and that would be Ethan Erwin, who is now going to be joining Miss Emma Fife. Emma, back to you.
8-3.
Oh my God. If Ethan
Thanks,
wins the
Mark.
tournament,
We
he'll
are
have
back
10 plus wins.
with the man who is advancing in the singles tournament,
If.
who didn't
I
didn't
don't
score
have
a
him
W
going
in New York before, but
further
came
than the
back hungry
next
this time. It
match, I
is
believe.
Ethan Erwin. Ethan, you gotta be
I know.
feeling pretty
Upset.
good about things
But
this time
hey,
around.
I didn't
It
either.
definitely went better than last time.
look,
Yeah,
Champs and
no,
Bids,
look, that was
they're really good
a
competitors.
humbling event for me earlier this year.
And to be fair, Bibbs has
because I
already
had such
beaten
a
him
quick rise
if Bibbs
last
goes
year,
through.
I didn't kind
And
of
Chance
fully
is out for
appreciate
revenge
the
for last year's
difficulties of
tournament.
navigating this
Exactly.
league. And so now I think I have a better handle on it. And look, what do they say? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. This is my first step to reclaiming that belt, and I'm really excited about it.
Well, and speaking of overcoming hurdles and difficulties, I want to know, when you drew your category in round 2, could you read the handwriting? I'm just trying to figure out which of our 2 wheel sponsor writers was responsible for your category.
You know what? I'm left-handed, so I have the worst handwriting. So I can basically decipher anybody's handwriting. It's fine. If I can read my own, I can read anybody's.
There you go. Good thing for Alex Marzonia, one of the people who made that hat happen. Many thanks to Alex and Roxy for coming through with that in a pinch, and also to Thad for the use of his hat, as predicted. But Ethan, as you say, you really truly just blew through the ranks of singles players in the Schmoedown last year, and then started off this year with a little bit of a hurdle. So going forward, what is your strategy?
My strategy is just to play the player, have no major, last time I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and this, and then now I'm just gonna, it's one match at a time until I get there. So, but I'm excited. But look, by the way, Haleigh is great. She's the future of the league. I'm just lucky she didn't pull horror. This would be a whole different story otherwise. So, no, she's great, and I play her again in a few weeks in teams. So, yeah, I'm just excited to try and, have Janine and I move forward, have myself move forward, and just get there.
I mean, I think that people out there are excited to see more of you and Janine performing as a team because,
I know one on this
Janine is a
who
fabulous
can't wait for
competitor,
that.
and I think that
Yes.
this could be another one of those situations wherein we see the teammates really bring out the best in each other.
Oh, 100%. No, I think she and I really complement each other. And, I know basically old guy stuff, and she knows the stuff that cool young people know. So it really works out great.
It's a nice balance with the teams.
Does
there.
Janino
so, okay, moving
animate it?
forward in the singles tournament, then obviously
I'd say decently.
you've got your eyes on the prize. You're going to go all the way to the top. Who would your ideal
I will brush up on some
matchup be?
animated
Who
stuff
would you like
to help her
potentially win that
prepare.
belt from?
Oh boy, I know Oyama says he's afraid to play me, so depending on how it goes tonight, he should just hang on to it, and I'll get there. But otherwise, I mean, I'll gladly do that. Otherwise,
That would be like the
I guess
battle
Dan
of
Murrell,
two
I'd love to
guys
take
who
it
are
back
just
from him.
naturally good without studying.
He's a nice
That's
guy,
true.
but you know,
That is very
I
true.
would love to be able to do that.
Listen, you can be nice and still be bitter rivals here in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, as we have seen many a time. Well, congratulations to you, Ethan. Looking forward to seeing you make good on that promise to reclaim what is rightfully yours, according to yourself. So, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys for coming. Thanks, everybody.
Back to you, Mark and Christian.
All right, thank you to Emma Fife there. And yeah, like we said, Ethan now is going to get the winner of Chance Ellison and Bibiani. So he sits back now and waits to see who wins that one. But he wins it, he takes it, and like he said, he's looking on the prize. He wants that title back.
All right, Phoenix, Orlando.
That's why I think
I honestly could go to Phoenix if not for the fact that I'm currently enrolled in school.
taking that chance to get the belt back. That's what he's going to be.
Yeah, we know a lot of people.
Because I have, my family has roots down there because of my dad's college days, so I could go if I could go if we had the time, but we just don't have the time.
And I guess in the meantime,
We love you to death. Thank you for making this happen. Everyone watching, everyone who keeps on coming out to him, you guys are the best. We'll see you next time. All right.
Yay! But there's still about 2 minutes left, so are we going to get a cutscene that we didn't see while we were there?
Also, I cannot wait for that title match.
Oh!
Oh, Elsa's trailer.
Oh, for...
Yep, for a special.
There we go. That's what we like to hear. The very first special, which puts a lot of pressure on y'all. I was gaining muscle mass, losing body fat, 2 days in Chicago, and that's gone now. Normal drunk, you go out, you pass out on your buddy's couch. Applebee's drunk, you pass out in the middle of the forest. All your friends are dead. Mainly in Virginia, it's like the good South. We like fireworks, we can read. It's a good mix of the two. And all it said was, hey, Kate's pregnant. I wrote him back, is it yours? Now, I didn't realize her whole family was also CC'd on the text message. It was the funniest 45 minutes I've ever experienced in my entire life because it's taught by nuns. So it's like we're all walking into the sex talk a little blind. To show the might of the empire, they blow up an entire planet. 7 billion people die. 30 minutes later, we're having a medal ceremony. I remember being a chubby little kid and seeing the first ad for Pizza Hut stuffed crust. Oh, as a fat kid, that was like our Beatles on Ed Sullivan moment. I get to be the stepfather of this beautiful dog. And being a dog stepdad is a lot like being a kid stepdad. They're already done with potty training. So the only rule you have to adhere to is as soon as you're done having sex with a mom, you give them a treat. And all is good.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind, going to see him live one time when I go to an event.
Oh, it's fun.
It's the
very
best.
fun.
I can imagine. Okay, so is anyone surprised?
Nope.
Not really. Look,
The main
feel
thing
bad
I
for
found the main thing I found surprising was that I thought Haleigh would perform better than this,
Yeah.
and again we just have to contribute this to it's that live event scenario. It does things to people. It either enhances their gameplay or it decreases it based on like how well do you handle being in front of that. Let me finish the thought, please. Based on how well they handle that environment. But I like that she's taking it in stride. She realizes that, hey, if the opportunity comes up again, maybe I should just not take it, or maybe I should prepare better for like that element of the game. And It hasn't been a very strong season for her. Last season was probably a lot stronger for her, but I think we'll see her. I'm hopeful we'll see her rebound next season, if not within this last match that she has against Time Machine. Although I do think Time Machine is going to win that one for sure because it's Janine and Ethan. They're beasts.
And you're biased in this case?
Yes. It's hard wanting to see someone succeed, but they're also playing a team that you're ridiculously biased in favor of. But Ethan, I think we can put the whole discussion of is New York bad for him. I think we can put that discussion to bed because basically New York is actually really good for him. It's just the first go around was against a perfect Dan Murrell, and like when you got a perfect Dan Murrell on your hands, it's very hard to. You have to play equally as perfect, and in that case, Ethan was just like. It was 98% playing against 100%, and in this case, here we had Ethan Erwin playing at 99%. Again, it's just that one weakness of animated keeps coming back to bite him. But I think with time he'll get the hang of that category that keeps plaguing him, and strong things happening for Ethan for the rest of the season.
Ethan needs to do what Sam Levine did a few years ago, just before he became a double champion. Because Sam Levine was also always terrible at animated, and he forced himself to watch so many animated movies in a short amount of time, and suddenly he was a lot better at them, answering questions left and right, and he became a double champ. So
I think he watched like 50 movies in a month.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So like that dedication is just, that was just insane. So I think that Ethan needs to do that as well. Look, I also think Ethan has a little bit more experience with competing on stage in a high pressure match. So that, like, for him, that hurdle was gone now. He had already faced, one of the best to have ever played the game in a title match. So for him, the pressure was kind of gone. And Haleigh was there. She had no idea. As she said, she is afraid of live crowds. So that definitely gets in your head at that point, which is unfortunate because, I think Haleigh is a lot better than how she performed today. We saw that in her matches of the Scream Queens, also in her match against Zipper, where she put up a whole lot of points. It's just a little unfortunate that it happened the way it did. Chris, I just want to ask you, how was it in the crowd being a part of this match? How was the crowd? How was the event itself?
It was insane. And yeah, as Nico pointed out, I get the feeling they actually had to trim out a lot of the extra cheering and hoot and hollering that Haleigh got, which, I hate to say it, I think that also played a big part of why she lost as badly as she did. Like, when you're constantly cheering and, giving someone you love, like, sure, that's great, but you are also distracting them. You're distracting their focus. You are distracting their headspace. You are distorting it and making them focus on you versus focusing on the game, and that's what happened.
Well, that's one way to take it. That's one way to take it.
In her case, that the proof is in the pudding, dude. The proof is on screen. Like, here's the thing. And I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm just gonna say that might have happened in the next match we're gonna see too.
Okay.
So, I mean, sure. I wish I could,
that one of the competitors was shocked by the live crowd.
I'm not gonna say shocked. I think got a little bit distracted by the amount of cheering and support that they were getting from the crowd. It was like after every question, pretty much. People were like, woo, Paul, woo, Snyder, woo, Ethan, woo, Haleigh, and it's like, guys.
They can throw you off.
Yeah, and in the case of Haleigh, that totally happened.
Mm-hmm.
She even said it herself.
Yeah.
Now, is that going to happen next time? I hope not, but it definitely happened this time. So maybe, guys, if you're watching this and you find yourself at a live event the next year or so, save the applause for the beginning of the match, for the entrances and for Andrew Winter.
Yeah.
With all due respect, I'm kind of going to disagree here because, again, we've seen it with Kalinowski. He thrives. He uses those cheers to enhance his gameplay. Like, this is a sport. This is a sport, and you can't tell the fans how they should react. You can only teach the athletes how to handle the audience. And in which case, this is something that future competitors at live events might need to work on, is being able to turn those cheers, which you might consider a distraction right now, but to be able to turn them into fuel to enhance your gameplay, to use it as positive reinforcement to better yourselves in the long run. And you know what? It's a new element to the game. It's a new element to the game, and we'll see how people adapt to that in the future. Right now, we're seeing that, hey, it can be a distraction, but I think it can turn into fuel in the long run.
Once the Schmoedown engineering crew gives headphones to the competitors, then by all means, hoot and holler away all you want. Until that happens, that's why I'm saying, like, the crowd needs to chill the fuck out a little bit.
What I was thinking about is, honestly, the crowd is gonna crowd, and they're already asking the crowd to be silent when they ask a question and waiting for the answer. And that's already something that a couple of people in the crowd have an issue with. If you're not asking them to cheer, why host a live event in the first place? So I think what they should do is train competitors, or just at least prepare competitors in some kind of way who are going to compete live and who might have some issue with it. Train them in interacting with the crowd and making sure that during the match, when you're asking questions, sometimes the crowd might react to that. And sometimes that might throw you off, but you need to get out of your own headspace and don't see it as a negative thing. See it as a positive thing, and because honestly, you're not gonna change the crowd, and the crowd is probably also gonna be there. Like, if you don't want us to cheer, what do you want us to do? Because we're a crowd. We're here for that exact reason. So,
and by the way, when the Schmoedown eventually goes overseas to Europe, what we saw in New York is going to be multiplied by 10 because you're getting soccer crowds there, or at least people who are soccer fans and have that soccer mentality of cheering. I've seen them at wrestling events and I've seen them at fights. They go wild. So
that's why I'm doubling down. Then here, and I'll back off of that whole cheer 3 different times thing. I'll double down on then the crew needs to invest in getting headphones or earbuds for the competitors, so that way they can still hear the questions, even if, let's say, everybody in the crowd is just in-ear monitors. Just please, I will throw $500 of my own money into that if you guys just please put it towards that. I swear to God, Cody, Christian, Adam, do it. Dad, please.
I think we've said enough about the live event for now. We will continue essentially with this reaction on Friday for the big one, the title match, Paul versus Snyder. Until then, guys, do like the video, comment on anything you saw in this, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'm gonna go into plugs. So, Nico, where can people find you?
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Nico Suave Regoli, or just Nico Suave with 4 random English numbers at the end on Discord. Still have not done the Instagram and Snapchat yet, but still coming soon. Combat Wrestling Trivia on Facebook, Combat Wrestling Network on YouTube. The poorly made Twitter handle is at Combat Wrestling, the number 2. There's no letter G. Rolling Crits on YouTube and at Rolling Crits on Instagram. Right here on Dedicated to Art, check out our new Facebook group. Huh? How about that? And Trivia for Thon 2 coming in January. Call to action. We had words in New York. Nothing went the way I
was about to say that's one way of putting it.
But a match is going to take place.
Okay, that's interesting. Chris, Where can people find you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Stardust, Letterboxd, and Discord at Skywalker Dome. And you guys can follow this great channel on Twitter and Instagram at D2A channel. Please like our Facebook page and join our Facebook group. It launched last Sunday, so please come and join the excitement. Come join the fun. And this week on the Who Cares Anyway podcast, Nico and I are going to do a little more of an in-depth discussion about our trip to New York. But then on the second half of the show, I'm actually going to have to step out because I've come to the realization that there's a big crossover event happening this fall, and you know, it has to do with a little network on the CW, little franchise going on there. So Mr. Nico Suave Regoli will be hosting a discussion about the Arrowverse with some good friends of ours, including Zaddia Smith, Malcolm Lay, and sorry, who was the fourth person again?
Richard Schwartz.
Ah, Richard,
Right.
yes. All right.
I know.
Yep. So that'll be happening. Look forward to that, guys.
Anyway, guys, Nico and Chris have set the Facebook page, and the Facebook page was essentially us celebrating something because Dedicated to Art is about to be 1 year old in a couple of weeks from now. And in honor of that, we launched the Facebook page for our fans to interact. Also, we reached 200 subscribers, which is, of course, a good landmark for us. And in addition to that, after this week's show, the next couple of live shows on the Who Cares Anyway podcast, we will be talking, we'll essentially be celebrating Dedicated to Art, talking about our favorite stuff in movies, TV, anything. It's going to be a lot of fun, so stay tuned for that. I'm very excited for it. With that said, guys, follow me at Dutch Movie Guy on Twitter, Kees Cornelissen on Facebook and Letterboxd, and soon to be competing in Geektacular over at the Movie Trivia Face-Off against Tony Hill. A very loud mouth that I just want to shut the fuck up. There's going to be a lot of fun. Loud mouth. I don't care. So stay tuned for that because, yes, I'm definitely making my debut. And, well, if I win, then I'll definitely go. I'm going to go on a run for that belt that I want, that I deserve. I know. So until the next video that we put up, and Chris, shut the fuck up. Take care.
Yeah.